Hello and welcome back to LFDC University. On this channel, we talk all things passive income and digital design. Of course, with full walkthrough tutorials so that you never feel left behind. If that sounds like your jam, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I post a video. First and foremost, for those of you that are not new here and have been with me for the last year, I just want to say, one, I am sorry I have been so inconsistent. I really am working on it. You know, life gets crazy. I wasn't homeschooling and I thought since the boys were going back to school that I would get back on the grind and I would, start making 2 videos a week and really start pumping out my list of all these videos I have for you guys. And well, that didn't happen because it lasted 3 weeks and then I pulled one of the boys back out of public school and back to homeschool. He has dyslexia, dysgraphia, some other things, and it just wasn't the right fit. And that's life. That happens. I'm okay with that. It was, it was a transition, but it's fine. We do what we got to do for those babies, and I'm happy. He's happy. We're all happy. Everything is fine. But that does change the schedule. So anyways, I apologize. Also, I'm a perfectionist, and I am coming to terms with the fact that, my videos aren't going to be perfect. My lighting isn't going to be perfect. My audio, my editing, the fact that I'm not wearing makeup, my hair isn't done, I'm in a hoodie, I cleaned, I literally shampooed cat pee out of my carpet like 5 minutes ago, type of thing. Like, this is life, and if I want to be able to do YouTube and to be able to do these types of things, I need to just be real and honest, and sometimes I'm gonna have to show up like this, and that's life. Because if I always wait for me to be able to get a better outfit or my hair to be done and my makeup on and to be able to wait until my lighting is perfect and nobody interrupts my videos, which that's never gonna happen. But and if I wait until I'm the best at editing, I'm literally never going to make a video. And that's literally the opposite of what I try to teach you guys. So I don't want to do that. So I'm making a vow to myself to just, who cares if what I look like or anything like that. I'm just going to be the best possible version of myself in the moment on that day. And we are just going to roll with it and flow with it. And I'm just going to do what I came here to do. And that is to help you guys with the knowledge that I have. And when you guys have a question, I'm going to be here to answer it and make the videos that you guys want me to make. So I just wanted to get that out there and to apologize, and then to also let you guys know I realized where I went wrong, fixing it now. Now we're moving forward. Okay. On today's video, we are talking all about Canva. You guys know that I am literally in love with Canva. Canva is one of my absolute favorite tools. Even as a professional graphic designer, I use Canva almost every single day. We are going over 10 things in Canva that you probably don't know about, but that are so incredibly cool and or useful that I want you guys to know about, that I have just been loving or utilizing, that no one's really talking about, and I want you guys to know about them. So let's get started, because I'm overwhelmingly excited to tell you about these things, and I can't wait to show you guys. So let's go. All right, here we are in Canva, and our number 1 is type gradient. This one is so fun, you guys. So obviously here I am with a blank document. Head over to apps, and we are going to type in type gradient. Here we are, open. All right, and then what you'll do is where it says main text is you will just type in whatever it is that you're going to want to type. So let's just say you were making a design for a t-shirt or something else. This is where you will type it in. So I'm just going to type in the word mama. Let's just say we're making a basic shirt and the text on it will say mama. Here we will put in the text mama, and we will go ahead and for just the sake of cuteness, let's switch the text style to something a little more fun. Is that seriously called bitchies? Like bitch cheese or bit cheese? Not quite sure they thought about that one, but we're clicking it. Obviously. Okay. So we're just going to go with that one because of the name of it. And then what you do is you will decide whether you want your alignment to be on the right, the center, or the left. And then you have the ability to adjust your line height right here. And you also can change your gradient. So your gradient right here, it'll obviously show the Canva colors basic right there. And we will want to select each color and then whichever colors we want. So let's say I want this part of the gradient. You'll see this part of the gradient is up here. Currently, we can change that as well. But let's say we just want that to be like a pink color, that to a pink color. And then we will move this one and let's move that one to more of the teal color. Have no idea. And then this one, I don't know, let's try yellow. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And then we can go ahead and we can move this around a bit. I actually don't like that pink now that I'm looking at it. So let's go ahead and move that to like a purple. I like that a lot more. And then we can move these around to kind of change the direction of the gradient on the text. And then all we have to do once we like the way it looks is we just click Add to Design. And then here it goes. It's right over here. So really fun and easy way to manipulate your text and change it to where you get a really cool gradient effect. I love that. And I love how simple and easy it is to do. You can also just keep doing different ones. You can adjust the way the gradient looks. You can do a lot of text at once, just a whole bunch of different things that you can do. And then after you're done, you can go through, you can add an outline, a background, you can add a shadow, just so much cool and fun stuff. So absolutely love the type gradient. So the next one I want to talk about is the ability to make videos for your Etsy listings. Videos are huge on Etsy, and most of the most popular listings that you will find on Etsy will be those that have videos attached to them. So as you can see, this right here, I will move it away. All right, this is what the video looks like. Okay? Very cute. Looks good, right? Perfect. So all I did was I purchased this video right here. And what it had was this on top of it. This is all the designer did, was they just added this image on top of it and sold this. Okay? So then all I had to do was adjust. So there we go. And now I'm going to put it back in there. And the way you do that is you just kind of grab it and you will move it around. And then we just put the image that we created back inside the frame, which then, since it's transparent, since it's just a PNG with a transparent background, it makes it look as if it's on the glass cup. So then when we press play, it looks as if it's on the glass cup, and it just makes for a much better looking visual piece to my Etsy listing. And so this is another thing that you can be doing within Canva that I think a lot of people are underestimating that you can create within Canva. My third thing is brands. I know you might not have a huge brand. Honestly, neither do I, but I love having the brand section within Canva. I believe you have to have Canva Pro to be able to have this feature, but if you don't have Canva Pro, I don't know why you don't have it. Now I realize finances are tough, no judgment here, okay? But if you have it within your finances, if you can't get anything else, if you have one thing that you can purchase monthly, it's Canva for your business, okay? If this is what you're doing for a living, like trying to make money online, Canva. I can almost guarantee you anything that you will need to do for your business, I can help you find a way to do it within this platform, making it your one-stop shop for only $14.99. I can almost guarantee it. Okay, so when you are in Canva, and as I mentioned, I'm pretty positive that you need to have the Canva Pro, but you will click the little hamburger or the three lines, and then you'll go down to where it says brand. Now, mine is showing 3 different brands because I have my LFDC University on here. I have my Copper River clothing that I use for print-on-demand stuff. And then my son also has his YouTube channel branding also as well on here because he uses my account to be able to make his YouTube channel art and things like that. So we have 3 different brands. So when you go into the brands, you can see that you are able to add different types of logos. So let's say you have a logo and you have like a secondary logo, or just little things that maybe you don't need your full logo on all things. Like for instance, I have my LFDC University logo and I have a cat on here. The cat is actually Jack Jack. There's a whole story behind it that I might tell another time, but the mascot for LFDC University is Jack Jack. And so I have a secondary logo that's just Jack Jack's face. And so I have both of those on here. It makes it easy. They're all in one place. And then I also have all of the branding colors with all of the hex codes that are already here. I have the fonts that I like to use. I have all of your fonts listed here. You can then also choose to fill in these. I don't have these on here because I don't have a need for them, but it's absolutely amazing that you can do this. You can add a brand voice. And why this is cool is because they have implemented AI now. And I have not gotten really into the Magic AI or the Magic Write because I use a lot of ChatGPT, but this is incredible. So you basically tell the brand voice what your voice is like. So for instance, my voice for my brand is basically me. So I'm more bubbly. I like to be energetic and I like to be fun and more like we're buddies and we're friends. So I would put that as like my brand voice so that maybe instead of sounding like more upscale and professional and more, hello there, everybody. How are you today? Today we are going to be working on, I don't sound like that. So it would help me if maybe I was creating a Facebook post and Magic Write was going to be helping me with that Facebook post. The Magic Write connected to my brand would then already know my voice and it would already know how to give me feedback and write the post and help me write the post in my voice for my brand. Super helpful. You can also add different photos. Let's say that you're branding, some of my branding on Instagram, for instance, I'll head over there. Like this is a portion I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, but for Instagram, you can see like lots of checkered stuff, there's little cats, different things, but you can see a lot of checkered in random spots. I have checkered little checkered things. Okay, so let's say I wanted to put checkered boards or different things like that on here. That would be like little photos that I might add, or little photos of the cats or something like that that is more brand specific for me and my brand. All we'd have to do is head over to brand, and then your brand will be right here. You can obviously select which one you wanted. I obviously want this one here, so we would just select that one, and then we can just easily grab the logos. We don't have to like look for anything. We just grab what we want. We grab this specific text, making it super easy. You can select the text that's already in the document. We can go up to the font, and then we can go to where it says the brand, and we can just grab our brand font because we already have it within our brand. It just makes it super seamless. And then as far as colors go, like I said, you could just grab and then pick a color. You could change the backgrounds to different colors, different things within your theme. It just makes it so much faster and so much easier. All right, the next section is whiteboards, Canva whiteboards. Now, I like geek out over Canva whiteboards like crazy because there's like no end in sight in the possibilities of the things that you can do. So Canva whiteboards are right here. Like anything in Canva, there are templates among templates among templates. There's like thousands of all the different templates that you can choose. A whiteboard is exactly as it sounds. Picture a standard whiteboard with your dry erase markers, okay? Except the templates give you kind of a jumping off point. There are templates for anything under the sun, from like over here you can see there's brainstorming, there's brand identity, there's project plans. You can find some for vision boards, for groceries, for food, for family. There's just like everything you can think of, and it's endless. So let me show you what I mean by that. So if we are in the whiteboard right now, but if I scroll all the way or minimize all the way out, you can see how small those get, and you can get all the way big, right? But then watch this. If I wanted to, if you push down the space bar, we can move and move and move, and it just keeps going. There's no end to your whiteboard. So let's say that I wanted to do a mood board. All right, so I selected a mood board, and I'm going to zoom in a bit because I'm definitely far out there. So in this area here, and on most, I believe, if not all, they have different tips that you can use for your whiteboard. So this portion right here where it says Canva tips for whiteboards, this is not something that's going to remain. Now, it's great. It shows you different types of things, like press S to create sticky notes. Alternatively, click on the Elements tab to open the sticky notes panel. You can draw, press L to generate lines, double click, all these different things, and we can just also select and then delete this section, and then we are just left with this section of mood board. Okay. And then the cool part is you can change all of this. This is all the same type of thing that you've been used to before. You can delete them, you can change them, you can move them around, you can do all the things within Canva that you've always been able to do. You can head over to your elements and you can change different things, but you will have other things that will also pop up that are more relative to whiteboards. So for instance, sticky notes. So sticky notes, let's say we wanted a blue sticky note. And the cool thing about sticky notes is whatever you have your Canva name at, like for instance, mine is Last Frontier Design Co. because that is like my Canva name. So that will be down at the bottom. And then you just type up your sticky note. I can say, hello, how are you? I could tell myself that I want to do something. Make sure to contact client about logo design style ideas. I don't know, something like that. So I can have that as one of my sticky notes. You don't have to have it there, but you can. And then right here it says add your insights here, add text, add your insights here. It's also great because you can collaborate with your team members if you do like Canva Teams or something like that. But this is also great as just a personal thing. I use whiteboards a lot for all different types of projects. Usually when I'm trying to like plan out like a bundle or a big design project, I use whiteboards because it's like an easy way to scatter everything about. I tend to do that quite a bit, like to scatter. It's kind of like a good way to do a brain dump. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but like when you have so many ideas in your head and you just need to get them out, I like to do a mood board, or not a mood board, but I like to use whiteboards for a brain dump. So sometimes I will do that. And you can do all sorts of different things. You can also add tables, frames. Let's say that I'm using a mood board to create a mood for like design ideas or different projects and things of that nature. And I have found like a video that I really like. What I could do is I could click share, grab a copy of this here, and then of the link, then I could go back over to my mood board. I could have a piece of text that said boho video inspiration. And what you can do is you can just highlight it and then you just grab right where it says link and then you just Control V to paste that link in there. And we click done. And so then let's say this whole entire thing was done and I had, all the different styles that I wanted for my boho vibe design, and it would be just really cool because you can just have everything all in one spot. You can just head over here, grab your video, and it'll take you right to the video. And so this is just, one of the many different ways that you could utilize having Canva whiteboards. Like I said, there's hundreds of different ways that you could use whiteboards. This is just one small one. If you guys want more tutorials on how I would use Canva whiteboards or other different ways you want to use Canva whiteboards, but you just have questions, let me know. I'd love to do some more videos on this because it really is an underrated feature in Canva right now. All right, my next favorite is ToDo App, and you will just select apps and go to do, and then it will pop up right here. And this one you don't use within a design. It just stays on the side of your Canva, and that's why I love it so much. So you will just basically type out all the things that you need to do. So I use this specifically when I have things that I need to do within a design day. So let's say I am working on an Etsy design day, I might say something like create mock-ups for 3 Etsy images. Okay, and then I might say upload 20 listings. Then I might say set up my Instagram puzzle. Set up my Instagram puzzle. I know I said Etsy day, but my brain's all over the place. So if I'm in here, I'm going to put everything that I need to do within Canva in one day. So I would be doing my upload my 20 listings for Etsy. I would be doing my mock-ups for Etsy because I do my mock-ups for Etsy in Canva now. I would be doing my Instagram puzzle because I do that within Canva. What else do I do in Canva? I do my brain dumps in Canva. Okay, you get the gist. So basically, I will just type out all the different things that I need to get done for my day that I get done, usually within Canva. But sometimes I'll just put it all in here, just because it's easier. I usually have Canva open the entire workday, so I just hop in here. So when you're done, all you do is if let's say I finished my LFDC University brainstorm, I just select it like that. And then let's say I'm just working on something over here. I'm just working and I'm doing my thing. La-di-da-di-da. I don't even know what any of this is. I'm just working over here. Oh, I need to check my to-do list. I just click it. There it is. YouTube video idea list. Oh, I finished that. Okay, back to doing whatever it is I was doing. I'm going to add some tech. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. Oh, wait, I need to check my to-do list. Here we go, etc. And so that is one of my absolute favorites, the ToDo app. Next up, we have Learn section, okay? This section, you guys, I'm sure you all have seen this section, the Learn section right here, but the Events section is, to me, the shining star. So if you go to the Learn area of Canva and you scroll down to Events, your mind will be blown. Absolutely blown. People spend, including myself, I've spent enough money in the past on so many different classes and courses and different things. These are free, guys. These are free. Free. And they are just on here for all of us to use and to look and be a part of. So it's amazing. And they're from people who are working at Canva for Canva. So you know you're getting the right information. And I love that. For instance, on February 29th, we had Foundations of Graphic Design. That's amazing. I literally went to school for that. So incredible. On March 4th, we have creating social video ads. So we'll just click on that real quick, get an idea of what this is. Do you dream of creating attention-grabbing social video ads? This webinar will show you how. This session will take you through the fundamentals of creating ads that not only engage but captivate your audience from start to finish. Amazing. And the speaker is Sana or Sana. I'm going to say Sana, Guest Services Officer at Canva. Sana is an integral part of the workplace experience team at Canva. No question, task, or conversation is off limits, as Sana is an all-knowing information hub of the business. As a guest services officer and repository of Canva wisdom, Sana welcomes all who come to Canva's Sydney office and helps them get where they need to be. So incredible. It's literally amazing. It's free. All you do is click register, and this is on Monday, March 4th from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Alaska Standard Time. So whatever time zone you are in, it would show what time it would be for your time zone. Hopefully, it looks a little better than 1 to 2 a.m., but living here in Alaska, you get a little special time. And then, of course, you are able to share these events. I'm actually going to make a note right now. I'm going to write it down to make sure to start sharing these events inside our Facebook group at LFDC University. Just so people have them and they're just in one more spot for you guys to see them, because I just find this to be such a wonderful resource. It's free and it's already here. So why not? So share these in our group. writing it down as we speak. Definitely doing that for you guys. But this is just an incredible spot. Okay, so look at all these that are coming just up in March, guys. March 5th, make an impact business presentations with Canva. Power your internal communications with Canva. I love that. Communication is huge for everyone. We could all be learning and doing better with that. Canva whiteboards. I love it. Obviously, we were just talking about it. Your ultimate tool for collaborative work. There are also some videos or online webinars that also offer a Q&A opportunity at the end of the webinar. So some of these webinars will have that opportunity at the end, and usually in the description it will show that to you. So just another really awesome feature in some of these free webinars that all of us can have access to. All right, next on our list is another favorite of mine. Honestly, all these are my favorites, but another favorite of mine, and that is the color palette generator. I did not find this until like a week ago, and it's because it's in a weird area. It's just in a weird area. If you go to learn, and maybe it's in another area, easier to find, but this is where I found it. I was actually in the events section, and I was looking at the different webinars and stuff that were going to be coming up, and I scrolled down and I noticed this area down here. Now, usually when you go to the bottom of a website, you get the area, that's pretty standard with the careers and the contact us and, the different things like that, affiliate programs, etc. But I didn't know we had features and the explore area, which are filled with so much excitement. So we go to the color palette generator, and it's so fun. So here's what you do. All right, so we just save that image, and then we will head back to the color palette generator, click upload. So what it does is it just pulls some of the colors out of there, and it will some of the main colors of the image, and it will pull them, and it will give you not only the names of the colors, but it'll also give you the hex codes, which then you can easily copy and then go to your design, and you can add right here. So if we wanted to do add new color, and then we would just do Control V, and there is our color for the blue. And there you go. So that's one easy way to do that. Now, you probably already know the other way of doing that would just be to upload the image into Canva itself. When you do that, you will just go like this, and then when you go ahead and do that, you're going to have Canva automatically choose some colors in Canva as well. I do love using this for something that's quick, but if it's something that I'm going to want to be using, our color palette, that I'm going to be wanting to save, I like to do it the other way, because these don't save. These are only used if you are using them within your design. But if I want to be able to, keep this idea, what I could do is I could just save this whole section right here, or I could save all of this. All I would have to do is click on print screen, and then I could either choose to save all of this, or I could print screen and I could choose to save this section here, or I could choose to hit print screen and I could choose to save this section here. Now I'm using a Windows computer, so print screen is just how you take like a screenshot. I'm not sure how you would do that on a Mac. Scrolling down, you can see tons of different other color palettes, so I just find this section really fun to be able to look at like different styles of color palettes and different things like that. And you can also type in different things to be able to get different types of color palettes. So if I just typed in mountains, then we would get colors that would be more in the style of like what you would look for a mountain landscape, or colors that would be probably more cool tones that would go with mountains. All right, so next we have the color wheel tool, which is in the same general area. We scroll back down and we have the color wheel tool. Now, I find this section absolutely incredible. It breaks down color theory, color combinations, all the things that you need to know about color so well and in a way that is so easily understood that it's just incredible. I mean, I had an entire class in college on color theory, and it's not that easy to understand. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of science behind it, and it's a lot to learn. But it does a great job at really even visually explaining everything from complementary, monochromatic, all of it, literally all of it. But if you're not really interested in like reading around and all of that, this is the main area that I wanted you to basically love with me. And this is because it can be really tricky to find colors that complement each other. So let's say that we are looking for a complementary color, all right? We want two colors that just always go together. No matter where you move one of these, the other one is going to kind of follow in a way that is going to be complementary. So if you have a green, it's going to show you the color that's going to be good with that. So we're going to move it around, and you're going to see down here, right here, the colors that are going to see how these are in like the same muted tone. So it's showing you a purple and a green that can go together. So it takes the guesswork out of it. It's going to do that for you. And you can just kind of keep going. And it's going to continue to show you, no matter how you move it, all the different colors that will complement each other. That way you can be like, gosh, I wonder if these go together. And it's going to tell you. Now we have it set to complementary. So that means that the two colors are going to complement each other. All right, so let's go ahead and change it. Now, if you're confused and you're not sure what any of these terms mean, off to the side, this tells you exactly what all of the terms mean. But let's say we wanted to go to monochromatic. Okay, now monochromatic, as you can probably tell, is going to be within the same color tones. All right, the same like hints of color, so the same greens. All right, it's going to be all greens, but they're going to be different hues, basically. Different shades, different hues, different tones. All right, so as I move this, we're going to see it adjust monochromatic, but with different shades or different hues. And you can see it continues to stay monochromatic. Super cool, huh? And you can even change this one. So let's say we like this shade here, all right? But we can change whether we want it to be lighter. Okay, and then we can keep going. So we can get a whole bunch of different blues. All the different blues. All of them. All right, and it still will remain monochromatic. Same with this shade. Okay, so I think you get the idea. All right, so let's go to triadic because I think this one is actually the most common and most often the most difficult. I think a lot of us have an easy time matching or doing complementary colors, but you add in that third color and sometimes that throws us off. So the triadic can be a little bit tricky, but in the same exact way, you just move them around and you are always going to get the colors that are going to be complementary. All right, next up we have Typecraft, and this is so cool. We are in apps and we are going to go to the Typecraft. I just like totally caps that for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I'm not sure why I did that. I don't think there is a Typecraft. So yeah, there's no space. No space. There it is right here. Okay, here we go. We're going to open it. So as you can see, if you're familiar with using like the node tool, you can move these little node pieces in different spots, and it makes it to where you can really move this text and manipulate this text in really fun and different ways. So let's go ahead and just adjust this, and we will just say, there we go. And you can choose a different style, you can choose a color. I'm going to leave it as is for now, and I'm going to go ahead and just start manipulating the word here. So I'm just going to grab it and just kind of pull it. And that's what I'm going to do. There we go. I think I'll pull this one down a bit. And you know, you can do this any which way you want, but normally like you're only able to do this kind of thing in a program like a vector-based program. So it's really cool to be able to do something like this. You can grab these little kind of these little handles, move them down, move them up. Kind of like it's really cool you're able to do this because like I said, this is usually just something you would be able to do in a vector-based program like Adobe Illustrator or Affinity Designer or something like that. So it's really neat that you have the ability to manipulate text like this now. And then we just click on Add Element to Design, and then there it is right there. So really neat that we can now do that with the Typecraft app. I'm loving that. And finally, I wanted to show you guys how I utilize Canva to create my Instagram posts. Now you could use this to create probably a lot of different types of things, but this is what I use to create my Instagram posts personally. I call it an Instagram puzzle. I don't know if that's actually the name of what it is, but that is what I call it. You can see here that we have these guides. All right, and this is what it looks like basically kind of when it's empty. And then this is what it looks like when it's full. So each one of these squares is a post. And then you get an idea of what it's going to look like once everything has been posted. So, I mean, everybody does theirs differently. I just like to do mine. I'm kind of like trying this thing where I'm making mine look like to where it looks like it's all one thing where it kind of like connects. But, and to do that, I needed to find a way to like kind of make it like this where I could like plan it out better. And so I learned how to do an Instagram puzzle. And the best way to do that is to be able to use the guides. So when you are in a document, you go up to File, View Settings, and then you go up to Add Guides. Now, if you want to do one specifically for Instagram, your canvas size needs to be 3,240 pixels by 3,240 pixels. That is what you need because that is the dimensions that will be needed to be able to have a 3x3 grid that matches perfectly with your Instagram feed. And I have a few extra guides on mine, but you don't need to have those. All you need to have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You just need to have 9 squares. I have a few extra guides that just tend to help me in figuring out where one shape left off because I'm trying to make mine continuous, but you don't need to have that. But when you add your guides, what you would do, so what I did is I just go to Custom and I do 3 columns, 3 rows, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then I did Add Guides. And that is all I did. So File, View Settings, Add Guides, do the custom, and then I did 3 columns, 3 rows, gap was 0, margins was 0, and then I added. And that is all I did. And as you can see, it breaks it to where everything is right where it needs to be. So from here, this next part doesn't have anything to do with Canva, but you're going to wonder, well, after you save it, then it's just going to be one big image. So after you do save it, you save it as a JPEG. Okay, you'll save, let's just say we save this one as a JPEG, download, and we will go down here and let's just say we're downloading this one right here as a JPEG. And we'll just do LFDC Instagram puzzle, that's fine. And then I go to a website, and this is called mysocialboutique.co/Instagram grid maker. I will link it. I'll have it in the cards or in the description box below, but this just works so seamlessly. There might be others out there, but this one works in like 5 seconds, so this is what I do. So I upload an image. I grab it right here. This is my little puzzle. And then I am making a grid, not a carousel. And I am doing 3 columns. You'll see right here, it shows you where it's going to cut off. It shows you where it's going to cut off, but it kind of like shows it a little off. It does it perfectly. So I'm just going to click split image. And then you let it do its thing. And then you just download them, each one at a time, and then you upload them to Instagram and all that. So if you're a little confused on that part, it does have a really good step-by-step on this, or we can, go through and make future videos on this, but I just wanted to briefly show you that this would be what you would do after that. But as far as what I do in Canva, I love making the grid in Canva because it's so nice to be able to make the whole Instagram puzzle so that you can see how your feed is going to be set up. You can kind of just get a nice visual representation of how everything's going to look once everything is put together. I just like to be able to see what everything looks like and kind of plan it out accordingly. Well, that's it, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and my 10 favorite things in Canva right now that not a whole lot of people are talking about, or if any. Hopefully you guys learned something new. If you did, make sure that you tell me down below. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I love to answer your questions and I love to read your comments. So please make sure to comment and engage with the video. I absolutely love it. It makes my day to know that we are growing a wonderful community of people here, and I read every single comment and do my best to respond promptly. So please know that if you take your time to comment, I will take my time to read and respond. If you liked today's video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up as it's super helpful in the YouTube algorithm. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.